Hi guys, Kizzlekicks here. Welcome to episode 9 of the FIFA 15 career mode. First of all, I just want to apologise for the length of time it's taken for me to get this video up. I don't think we've uploaded anything until Saturday. The reason for that is because the laptop just decided it was no longer good enough to upload videos to YouTube. So we solved the problem now, let's crack on. As you can see, we are in the 1st of January, which obviously means the opening of the transfer window. However, we blew all the budget before the season started, signing various players. So we are looking to offload the likes of Dusan Tadic, who is transfer listed, Gardos is transfer listed, and you can see here we're putting up a lot of the youngsters. Main reason for that is just to free up a little bit of extra wage budget, get a little bit of extra cash where we can, and mainly free up some space in the squad so we can get some new players in. I've had a read of the comments from the last video, put a short list together of some of the players that you'd like to see at the club, as well as some players that I think we need to buy and some areas that we need to improve basically. As you can see here, we have about, I don't know, 12 players on the transfer list. I can't count that quickly. Up for sale, looking to raise the funds, Tadic being the main one, and hopefully we can offload him this transfer window. Although it's obviously not our intention to sell our best players, Tadic is rated very highly. He hasn't been very good for us and he's worth a lot of money, so we need to cash in on him. Here's the shortlist then: Bellerin, Zuma, Ogbonna, Hoffman, Sule, Cohen Trowell, Kevin Prince Boateng, Andre Gomez, Rabiot, Kovacic, Halilovic, Sergio Roberto, Cabaye, Draxler, Januzaj, Tim Werner, Lorenzo Insigne, Lucas Anderson, Bas Dost, Gurkuf and Dungu Safak. Now obviously we are not going to try and sign all of those, they're just possibilities, areas that we need to improve and players that would do a job for us. First game then of the episode is a cup game against Sheffield United. We welcome them to St Mary's. Obviously we're big favourites with them being in League One. Here's the starting 11. We've got Fraser Forster, Nathaniel Klein, who's been fantastic all season so far, Jose Fonte, Yoshida comes in, and Matt Target in at left back. You've got Ward, Prowse and Reed in the middle. You can see here we haven't put the strongest side out for this one. We're going to rest a few players where we can. I know it's been a real tough season. We've had a lot of fixtures over the Christmas period, so resting players where we can. We look to get off to a positive start. Tadic here then, straight from kick-off, running at Sheffield United. He goes all the way, in fact, on his weaker right foot and does that. Excellent start, 1 minute into the game. Couldn't ask for much more. Typical, really. We enter the transfer window and the one man who's transfer listed who's done absolutely nothing for us so far this season decides to score one of the best individual goals you're likely to see. It's almost as if he's trying to put himself in the shop window. We then capitalise on a poor piece of defensive play from Sheffield United. They carelessly give the ball away to Shane Long of all people, and inside quarter of an hour we double our lead. You know he's not going to miss when he gets a chance like that, and you can see from the slow motion replay, cracking finish right into the side net, and keeper doesn't even move. He knows he's well beaten. We didn't have things all our own way though. 25 minutes in, Sheffield United do come forward. Great chance for them, completely unmarked at the back post, but could only head wide and over. Should have really been 2-1, should have got them back in the game. Then we have a huge blow just after half hour. One of our key players, Alvaro Vadio, gets a knock and he has to go off injured. Munir comes on, not a problem though. Bang, Munir straight involved, penalty. It was a bit of a scrap, the ball fell loose to him, but you can see it was a clear penalty, and Shane Long, you know he doesn't miss from the spot. 3-0 then inside the first half, and we are well and truly in control of this game and should be cruising through to the next round. So yet another goal for Long, this time in the FA Cup, another goal from the spot as well. I think that's because of the nature of the players we have. Fast, tricky wingers, always running into the area. Very difficult to defend against, so we get a lot of penalties. You can see this effort here from Munir, very cheeky, good technique. Nice to see him have the confidence to try that, but it does go wide. Early into the second half then, Sheffield United get themselves back into the game. Some clever football actually, build-up play, neat into the edge of the box. Poor defending though, nobody picking up the man, he was completely free in the area. And it was a big moment for them really, it gives them the confidence to try and get back into this game. Still quite a long time left to play, over half an hour. So that gave them the belief really to put some pressure on us. And you can see it's a good finish, it was just swept past Fraser Forster. And then they continued to press really, you can see there it wasn't really a chance as such, but the ball was thumped into the box. Fraser Forster seemed a bit unsure and he punched the ball away, and then on the counter, Munir, who had a big impact on this game, fortunate but does score off the legs of the goalkeeper, doesn't quite get enough on it to keep the ball out, and it nestles into the side netting. And that did secure the game, and we were cruising through to the next round. We would hope for another winnable draw, we're not looking to play the best sides in the league. It's a competition that we really feel we can do well in. Having gone out of the Carling Cup so early as well, we're looking to at least reach the semi-finals after the season we haven't, and at least get a trip to Wembley out of it. So that's how it ended then, 4-1, a comfortable victory. We were always in control, apart from that little scare when they scored so early in the second half, but a 4-1 win and we were pleased with that. You can see from the email then, Vidio out for 4 weeks with a sprained ankle. That is a big blow. He's been a very, very important player for us so far this year. And you can see then offers coming in for some of the younger players. Cody Cropper, is it Cody Cropper? I think that's his name, the goalkeeper. We've got several keepers at the club. We're not going to negotiate over amounts like that. We're just freeing up some space in the squad, getting rid of the players that are surplus to requirements. So we accepted that. Ryan Seeger as well. Charlton come in for him. We accepted that one. I know he's young. He's probably got a lot of potential, but he's just not going to get games. Now that he'd left the club, we did have a space to bring someone in, but without the great budget, we decided that we were going to try and get Hector Bellerin on loan. He was a suggestion from one of you guys in the comments. We need a right back. We saw earlier on in the season Nathaniel Klein got injured and Victor Wanyama had to play a few games there, which is not ideal. We don't have another right back in the squad. And the reason I kept that scene on there is because you could see Shane Long, top scorer, 18 goals. Second place was Christian Benteke with 9. So Shane Long had got double the amount of goals of Christian Benteke. Next game then, away at St James's Park. Here are the sides.
Newcastle United's lineup. Tim Krul starts in goal. Fabrizio Colaccini plays with Mike Williamson in central defence. Sheikh Tiote starts with Vernon Anita in central midfield. Papis Demba Cisse is the sole striker today. Here's the Southampton team for you. Toby Alderweireld starts with Jose Font in central defence. In attack, Shane Long starts. He's been in tremendous form recently.
Pretty much back to full strength for this one then, when we could be. And Tadic tried to emulate what he did against Sheffield United. Run the ball from kick-off, this time deciding to shoot. Forces Krul into a save. It was a comfortable one. But he very nearly done it again. After just 6 minutes though, Newcastle come forward with Jonas. He cuts the ball back into Papi Cisse, and then bang, we find ourselves 1-0 down. Absolute disaster of a start. We're not used to going behind. Doesn't happen that often. Especially at St James's Park. It's a very difficult place to play with the atmosphere that they have there, and this was we had an uphill battle from there.
So what do you do when you go behind? You look for an immediate response, and this man was at the forefront of it again. Dusan Tadic thinks he's George Weah once again, decides to run the ball from the centre spot, cuts inside, cuts back out. Bit of fortune here as the ball comes back off Colaccini, and he smashes the ball home. Instantly level, behind for just 1 minute. The man who's transfer listed really deciding he's gonna start to play now. He's not a bad player. He's one of our highest rated players. He's just been disappointing for us, and we want that £10.5 million. But if he keeps doing that, there's no way we're going to let him go. Newcastle almost back in front instantly. Sissoko with the chance. He fires wide. Then Shane Long has a chance to give us the lead for the first time in the game, but he fires straight at Tim Krul. We come forward again. Hesse cuts in from the left, as he often does. Hits a finessed shot, but straight into the arms of Krul.
Just before half-time, we had a great chance to take the lead. Nathaniel Klein bombing down the right. He cut the ball back. It was left for informed striker Shane Long, but just as the ball looked destined for the back of the net, Tim Krul dived backwards and performed a superb one-handed save to keep the ball out. Klein again with an opportunity. This time he decides to shoot from a tight angle. Krul just beats the ball away. And then we have our best chance. The ball goes through to Hesse. Looks destined for the back of the net, but again off the legs of Krul and wide. With 10 minutes to go, Remy Cabella breaks clear. You know he's quick. He takes the ball away from the defender. And what a finish that is. Gives Newcastle the lead. Atmosphere at St James's Park completely changes. They've been on the back foot all game, but now they find themselves in front. And it's just a matter of keeping us out. And they're going to pick up a vital 3 points. Siem Dion comes forward, crosses the ball in. There's no one on the end of it, but it didn't matter. The referee brought the game to a close, and we suffer a disappointing 2-1 defeat. There was some good news after the game though. As you can see, Arsenal have accepted our loan offer for Hector Bellerin, meaning that we were able to bring him in. Obviously didn't affect our transfer budget at all, just paying for his wages, so some cover at right back for us now. As you can see, Marcus Barnes moves to Dundee, and Sam Gallagher makes the move to Birmingham City, just to free up a little bit more wage budget and give us a few extra £100,000 to spend. Before a crucial game at Old Trafford, Man United had been right up there at the beginning of the season. They have fallen off the pace a little bit. They are now in 8th place, as you're going to see from the league table now. It's a big game for us, though. We need to keep the pressure on Manchester City and Chelsea. Here are the teams.
Just the single change for Manchester United. Victor Valdez starts in goal. Rafael starts, despite looking shaky in recent games. Blaise Matuidi starts, a player struggling for form. In attack, Falcao joins up front with Wayne Rooney. Here's the Southampton team for you. Toby Alderweireld starts with Jose Font in central defence. In attack, Shane Long starts. He's been in tremendous form recently.
Man United started stronger, as you would expect them to at Old Trafford. Michael Carrick here blazing a shot over the crossbar. Shane Long then come forward for us. You know he's in good form, so you expect a finish a little bit better than that. Left foot almost goes out for a throw-in. You know it's not his strongest foot, but he's got to be at least hitting the target from there. Hesse then cuts the ball back. Another chance for Long. Takes a deflection before being put over the crossbar, really, by Victor Valdez. A little unorthodox, but he kept it out. Nightmare for Manchester United, though. Wayne Rooney then goes off, injured. You can see here it looks like a broken leg. I'm sure it isn't. Before Dusan Tadic continues his form, gets the ball, skips past two defenders, and smashes the ball home. 3 in 3 now for Tadic. We are seriously considering not selling him and keeping him. If he can do this now for the remainder of the season, we are going to be flying. So after going behind them, Man United instantly started to apply some pressure. RVP's header didn't really threaten, that went wide. You'd expect more from him. Carrick then fizzed the ball into the feet of Falcao, and first time on his weaker left foot, he struck the shot that went just wide, but Fraser Forster's reaction had me worried. Just before half-time, he had the chance to double the lead. Munir cut down the right. The ball was cleared only as far as William Carvalho. It was a poor first touch, and it kind of rebounded off Matuidi, I think, to the feet of Shane Long, and this time with his left foot, decides not to slash at it, but to steady himself and just finesse the shot into the bottom corner. It goes past Victor Valdez, and we find ourselves 2 up. And you can see this time when the ball falls to the feet of Long, he doesn't slash at it. He takes a touch, steadies himself before just feeding the ball past Victor Valdez to double our lead. More injury worries then for United. They've already lost Rooney, now they've lost Carrick as well. And just before stoppage time board goes up, James Ward-Prowse had a shot well saved from Valdez, but you can see here the referee pointed to the spot for this challenge. Disappointing from a Man United point of view, as Ward-Prowse actually got the shot away. But with Shane Long not on the pitch, this time it's given to Alvaro Vidal, just as he did with his last penalty. He waits for the goalkeeper to make up his mind before coolly slotting the ball into the other corner. Man United 3, Manchester United 0, Southampton 3. What a win this was for us. Graziano Pelle then picked up the ball before the referee ended the game. Vital 3 points. With that, we keep the pressure on Chelsea, on City at the top end of the table. And it is in our hands. We've still got to play both of those teams in the second half of the season. So it's all to play for. It's all up to us. If we win all our games, we win the league. It is that simple. Obviously, not a difficult task. Okay, who am I kidding? Winning the league is almost impossible, but we'll give it a good go. We're going to end the episode with a look at the league table. Then Manchester City top on 44 points. We are close behind them with just 2 points behind in second place. Chelsea are a point behind us, but they do have a game in hand, so they can overtake us. That would put us third. That's the lowest we can be after all the teams have played their games. Doesn't really matter though, that is far greater than we expected at this point in the season. That is going to be the end of the episode, guys. Make sure you drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and we'll get the next episode up very shortly. Thanks for watching.